All right, we have Shaun Higgins with us from North Melbourne. He too would be looking to become a first-timer in the All-Australian team. Shaun, welcome.
Thanks, Jared. Robbo.
Are you confident, or were you just walking past the Palais with the suit on?
No, look, it's been a good start to the evening, and I'm looking forward to see how it pans out.
What would it mean? I'm truly, everything you've gone through, leaving one club, going to another club, a talented youngster, to get to this year and probably have your career best year, would that be fair to say?
Yeah, I think probably. The consistency this year and being able to spend more time through the midfield on the back of last year, transitioning into the new role, has definitely been a year probably a little bit better than the others.
How old are you now, 30?
Yep.
Do you ever sit down and think, Shaun, it's taken me a long time to get to a consistent year. Wouldn't it have been great if it was like 24, 20... 25, do you ever think like that? Or
not really, because potentially I wouldn't have been where I am now if things went so smoothly. And I think that's just part of the journey, and there's plenty of ups and downs along the way. And fortunately, the last patch of my career has been a little bit more consistent than the first year, and I found myself in a really good place at a good football club and in a great environment and really good people around me.
12-10, so it was a winning season, and you come up just short of the 8s. How do you reflect on it?
Yeah, it was probably mixed emotions, to be honest, finishing the last game, Jared, because 12 and 10 most years would probably put you right in the mix to be maybe that 7th or 8th spot. The way that the year panned out, unfortunately, we missed. But looking on reflection, you always want to play finals, and even to be here tonight with guys that are staying well and truly away from the beers because they got bigger fish to fry in the next month of football, and I'd love to get our club back there as quickly as possible. But then on the other side of it, if you said to it at the start of the year that we'd have a winning season, I don't think too many people would believe you. And we had to do plenty of work in the four walls of the footy club to make sure that happened, but we were confident from the get-go, and Brad was amazing in leading that. So there's still a lot of positives to take out of it as long as we take the next step next year.
Well, you'll breathe for 6 to 8 weeks to get this season over and done with and start again. There's a lot of talk about North Melbourne as a growing team. There's a lot of talk about North Melbourne perhaps recruiting some players that would add to the midfield. In a absolutely glass half full environment here, North Melbourne's improvement next year, if everything goes according to recruiting and development, we are looking at a really strong contender for the finals. Do you agree with that? I know you're not going to disagree, but...
Oh, yeah, no, I 100% agree, because I even thought this time last year that if we got the development from the current list that we had this year without even adding any talent, that we would be in the mix to play finals, and it turns out that that's where we were at. Yeah. So clearly, if we're able to add a little bit of talent in and around what we've got at the moment, and we give 12 months to guys that are on our list and the younger players that got a taste of footy, then definitely we'd be striving for that next year.
How often are you answering questions about Andrew Gaff and Jared Pollock at the moment?
I've had one tonight already,
right.
But...
Let's make it 2.
2, yeah.
How confident are you on getting Andrew Gaff?
Well, I'm not sure. I hear what you guys hear as well, and last year we were pretty confident. It didn't pan out, so...
I'll tell you what I'm hearing. Jared Pollock's an absolute goer.
Yep.
And the club doesn't know about Andrew Gaff right now. And maybe Andrew Gaff hasn't made up his mind either.
Yeah, well, if Andrew Gaff hasn't made up his mind, it's hard for me to give a percentage of how confident I am.
Is he here tonight? I don't know, I haven't seen him.
Yeah, he is here tonight.
He was just walking past with his shirt on
he was,
as well.
yeah. So
why don't you go sidle up to it? Tell us where you are, we'll get the camera on there, and we'll have the news tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, look, where I'm at as well, and my age and us as a football club, I'm all for adding as much talent to our football club as possible, so I look forward to that happening.
We'll all salute you if you're in, so it's good to see you here, and good luck in the coming minutes.
No worries, thanks guys.
Shaun Higgins from North Melbourne looking to be part of this All-Australian team.